I'm Shannon,
And I'm Holly.
and this is a Girls Gone Curious podcast, where we talk about things that make us curious. So grab your favorite drink, sit back and relax because your show is loading. Today's episode includes strong language. This podcast is not suitable for children. Please listen with care. It's time for some Reddit stories, Thanksgiving edition. We apologize if we say any of the names or places wrong in these stories, but I don't give a... Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving all around. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving anyways. Or happy thanks, whatever you...
Happy Thursday, whatever day the date is. Happy Thursday. Enjoy a drink.
Yeah. Our Reddit stories are going to be a little different today. We do not have any creepypasta, unfortunately.
Aww.
But it's okay, because we don't want to talk about them in the dark.
No, not today.
Okay. So we'll have only one set of stories, and then every other story is basically its own category.
Mm-hmm.
So our first set is going to be, Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for having kicked my daughter-in-law out of my Thanksgiving meal after her vegan fest fiasco? My daughter, 21, lives with us while finishing college. My son, 27, lives in the same city, and I babysit his children, 3 and 4, so we are bubbled. What the fuck does that mean?
I have no idea what that means. I don't know if I want to know, but I kind of want to know.
Does that just mean like you're busy?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, or I don't know. Moving on. My sister, who drove 3 hours with her husband and son, 16, to come and see us, has been taking extra precautions prior to this event. Everyone was safe.
Oh, I wonder if it was post-COVID or during COVID, maybe? Being bubbled?
Yeah. Could have been. Daughter-in-law and I don't get along for many reasons I won't get into. She's also just one of those condescending people who think that constantly looks down on others, especially because of her veganism. Last Thanksgiving, she raised hell over me making a turkey and claimed there weren't really any vegan options. There were. Last week, daughter-in-law contacts me on Facebook asking for the menu and then telling me what will and won't work. She also sent me many replication recipes to make for her, with expensive specialty items in all of them. Many I don't even know what they were. This annoyed me, because I had already made sure to give my son, her, and her kids vegan options for the day, but it wasn't good enough. I finally just told her to go pound sand, and that she could bring her own dish for her family if she'd be that picky. Thanksgiving happens. They arrive late with a ton of food dishes, parading them in, all with this vindictive grin on her face. Turns out, she, out of spite, took the exact menu and made her own version of every single dish. Needless to say, I was livid, but I held my tongue. My sister and daughter in particular did try the food and enjoyed it. Every time they complimented her, she would give me this look as she received her thanks, before attacking on something like, I just want to make a Thanksgiving meal that everyone could enjoy. The part where I finally snapped was at dessert. We have a family tradition where right before we sit down and say what we're thankful for, it's usually for family or being able to gather. When at her turn, she got the same smug, vindictive grin on her face, and in the most condescending way said, "I'm thankful for starting a new tradition of a cruelty-free, inclusive Thanksgiving, and I hope it continues next year." Reddit. I saw red. I waited until my turn and then said, as calmly as I could, that I was thankful that this would be the last Thanksgiving I'd be spending with her. It took them a moment to catch on, and soon enough, nasty words were being exchanged on both sides. I finally kicked them out. I didn't think about it until this evening, when my son sent me a text telling me that he would not be letting his children come over until I personally apologized to his wife. He said that while he sees my side, she didn't mean it, and that I took it way too far by publicly embarrassing her when she spent so much time making food for everyone. My husband is telling me I should apologize because it was rude of me and isn't worth it. He doesn't really get why it hurt me so much that she copied my meal to one-up me and thinks the more food, merrier. Am I the asshole here? Let me know. Edit for info. I absolutely had vegan options for them to begin with. I had an entree for them, plus some backup nuggets for the kids. A few side dishes, most were vegan with non-vegan add-ons, and a dessert that I made. She told me that those were fine, but the other entrees wouldn't work, and that I needed to make them all vegan. It wasn't a request to make something in particular. It was a demand that I redo everything. My son let it slip that she spent hundreds of dollars on the food to make what she did, and he seemed to blame me for that. Another note is that although the threat of the grandchildren hurts me every time, it isn't the first time. Last time she made it 2 weeks and gave in because they rely on free childcare 4 times a week while she's working. I did not literally tell her to go pound sand. That is an expression. I told her that was the menu and it will not be changed. But she was welcome to bring her own dish for her family. Another edit. Wow, this really blew up. I have a mini update. I've spoken with my husband, and I've told him that I flat out feel unappreciated. I spent days making this meal, and for him, who watched me struggle, to blow it off as nothing was honestly hurtful. I additionally reminded him of the other issues we've had, and have informed that I'm no longer going to be taking this from her or my son. He is welcome to talk to them if he likes, but I, personally, am done. I am done being their free labor. I am done being their punching bag and power step. I am done just all around. We talked it a bit more, and he respects my choice and has apologized for his part in this. Next, I told my son that if he wants to continue to try and manipulate me with his grandchildren, then I think it's best we cut contact for a while, because I'm beyond hurt. I have explained my side to him, in tears, and it was met with an, I know, but I just told him to stop. He gets free childcare. It's manipulative. He claims he isn't a part of it, and it's just his wife, and I know how she is, but I'm realizing that he's actually a huge part of it for enabling. I told him that I'm always there for his children, but that for now, I'd rather not have contact with them unless there's a dire emergency with no other option, or they both apologized. And that includes the constant free labor. His response was that I was making it difficult because his wife would be upset if he apologized to me. That solidified my decision, and I've cut contact. My daughter is aware of what is happening. She's taken my side on this.
Wow.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah. Wow.
Comment number 1. Not the asshole. I would have lost it too. She sounds absolutely exhausting. Anyone wanting you to apologize to her needs to go pound sand as well. If they're going to hold your grandchildren over your head to force you to bow to her, then they can go shove it. Comment number 2. I honestly thought that she would maybe bring an entree, some sides, and a dessert. That would have been fine. But the fact that she clearly made an entire menu over on purpose, and the way she put them out was in front of the dish I had made, as if to get everyone else to get to them first.
So I'm going to say not the asshole, but definitely asshole tendency. The reason being is because I have children with dietary restrictions, and it never once crossed my mind to
go out of the way to make it automatically happens.
Right, like it just automatically happens. I always make more options because they have dietary restrictions. So I don't know. I understand her point of view and how it's very frustrating, and they do seem to be very manipulative. And she did make options for her son and daughter-in-law and grandchildren. The daughter-in-law bringing their own dishes, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. Maybe the way she did it, is like, okay, she's being kind of...
I think the thing is, for me, it's bringing your own meal, whatever. Bring whatever you want. Right. But she, like, purposefully pretty much copied all of her recipes.
Mm-hmm. Just made it vegan.
Yeah, and it seemed like it was on purpose to just spite her.
Yeah. The way the original poster is describing it, that's what it makes it seem like. So, like I said, I don't think she's the asshole, but
there's issues there.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I think I probably might have lost my cool a little bit too, but...
Well, in the fact that she was constantly, like, antagonizing her. Yeah. Like, saying, they like my food better than yours.
Like, okay, Thanksgiving's at your house next year. You can pay for everything.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that she said she wanted these, like, dishes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. Depending if you know how to make them, you can make them.
Right.
But she was asking for specific stuff that she didn't even know what they were. And they said she spent hundreds of dollars on it. And it's like, she's already making regular Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. You want her to copy every single recipe and go and find this expensive alternative. Mm-hmm. It just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's both.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do agree that there should be plenty of options for certain people that have dietary restrictions.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, like, or that's what I was meaning by, like, I just automatically make it. But if someone was expecting someone to pay for your dietary restrictions, like if you're vegan and you're expecting someone to pay for all of your food as well, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To put it nicely. Some of that stuff can get very expensive very quickly. And so I understand all of that. And yeah, that's
it sounds
ridiculous.
Like she was trying to tell her to get specific stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was not the asshole.
Not the asshole, but not the asshole, but there's like issues on both sides.
Absolutely.
It's not just one-sided.
Right.
And it probably was, there was a lot of problems before this, and it just got to a boiling point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the constant watching the kids and then using kids as a threatening tool.
Yeah. But see, I don't know if necessarily, I think the way it's worded, it's kind of like she's not upset that she's watching the grandkids. It's just that they are constantly using the grandkids as a weapon.
Tool.
Yeah, as a tool for like, well, you better act this way or you're not going to see
your
grandkids.
You better do this for us or you're not going to see your grandkids.
Yeah.
You better watch them for free for us. Otherwise, you can't watch them.
Yeah.
And it seems very manipulative.
Agree.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more going on in there.
Yeah. That was a pretty like big one for first.
For opening.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to our second Am I the Asshole story. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she can stay home this Thanksgiving? My wife is a grade A+ picky eater. It's bothersome to a certain degree, but on holidays, basically the shit show begins. She'd refuse to eat certain meals, and Mom would take it personally, which results in a series of arguments between them. As a compromise this year, my wife offered to bring her own food to Thanksgiving dinner. I was stunned. I asked if she thought this through, and she looked at me confused. I told her about how weird it'd be for her to bring her own food, especially when she wouldn't be sharing it with anybody else, and told her to think about how Mom will react. She'd get very offended and upset. My wife said that it's not her problem and that she was just trying to make it work by bringing her own meal. I told her again that Mom might not like nor even allow this. She blew up at me, asking if I want her to either eat food she doesn't like or go hungry. I suggested she give my mom's food a chance, but she said it wasn't about my mom's cooking. She just doesn't like certain foods. We had an argument, and I ended up telling her she could stay home this Thanksgiving and have whatever meal she likes. She got quiet, then lashed out on me, calling me insensitive and negative to say this to her. I repeatedly asked her to calm down, but she couldn't stop ranting about how I was basically willing to exclude her from a major event. She started cold-shouldering me about it while at the same time guilting me, saying I'm treating her poorly after she offered the perfect compromise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it early and say yes.
Yeah.
Update. And so, my wife has decided to go spend Thanksgiving with her family, who, by the way, live hours away, so this means unnecessary travel expenses. Fuck off. Instead, and basically ditch me for a whole week. Y'all happy now? Though I appreciate some insightful comments on the situation, some others, not so much, especially with those assumptions claiming that my wife has allergies. She does not. Y'all get that from? But anyway, so all's good now, I guess, though I'm not too thrilled with her decision. I feel like she's doing it to spite me or to get me to cave in.
Fucking asshole.
Comment number 1. You're the asshole. She offered compromise. My wife's family does the Feast of the 7 Fishes. I hate fish, So since I joined the family, it's the feast of the 7 fishes and a chicken. We all get a good laugh, and my mother-in-law is happy to make it for me. Comment number 2. You're the asshole for not standing up for your wife. She's trying very hard to make holidays work with your family, but you only care about your mommy's feelings. If your mother is so thin-skinned that she can't handle the idea that people have different dietary needs, she doesn't get to host parties. Edit. Your update makes you absolutely the asshole. Hundreds of people are telling you that you need to support your wife, and when you don't, you get angry that she's going to head to her family who does support her. Man, you are a terrible husband. Agreed.
Yeah.
So I don't give a
rat's ass
exactly what you bring. I just want to see my family. I don't give a fuck what you bring.
I don't care if you have your own little dish.
Yeah.
You eat what you eat.
Right.
As long as I see your beautiful face.
Right. And I want to see you eating something. Like, I want you to have some sort of food. So if you don't like turkey, you want a pizza, you want
tacos.
You want tacos.
You want some nacho fries?
Right. Like, what do you want to eat? Like, I seriously do not give a shit what we have on the day.
It's about family coming together.
Right. And so if his wife, if his mother is making a, let's just say, typical Thanksgiving dinner, and his wife is bringing food that she likes, who freaking cares? Like, does his mom really have a problem with it, or is it him that has the problem with it?
Yeah.
He's the asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm. And then his update little rant, I was like, she's going to visit her family, which is hours away, which is unnecessary travel expenses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like,
but what about going to see your fucking family?
Right. It's like, dude, you're the one that
told her not to go.
Right. So she's going to do what she wants to do now because you guys can't clearly, spend the day together because you wanted her to stay home while you went to your parents.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that makes me angry.
Yeah. We're both freaking
fuming.
Red splotchy.
Yeah. I also seen in a couple other comments, like, people are mentioning that they went to their in-laws for holidays and stuff, and they would always cook with a bunch of garlic and onions, and she would eat it even though it hurt her, like her stomach rejected it. So then she actually went to the doctors, and she cannot digest garlic and onions. And it's like, what if it's the same thing with her, that she doesn't know?
It's not that she doesn't like it, it's that, it could be that it's not that.
Yeah, it could be that she just doesn't like it, but...
And he claims in all caps that she doesn't have any dietary restriction.
Yeah.
That's just because she doesn't like it. Well, is that really the case, or are you just not listening to her?
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Yeah. Ooh, that got us going.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a new category. It's called True Off My Chest. It is titled Guess Stole Our Thanksgiving Turkey. I don't know how someone steals a whole ass turkey, but I guess.
Frickin' Steve.
I'm confused and frustrated and need to vent. We hosted Thanksgiving this year. Husband and I, our 2 kids, husband's siblings and nieces and nephews, and most importantly, husband's gravely ill mother. We're all at peace that this Thanksgiving and Christmas will probably be our last holidays together. It's been emotional and exhausting, but we really wanted to make a memorable day that everyone would enjoy. Our daughter Mary is visiting from college, and one day before she flew in, she says her boyfriend, Chris, is actually flying in our city to visit friends over the break. Mary asked if he could come over for Thanksgiving. We never met Chris before, but to be honest, we're not wild about him. As soon as Mary started dating him, we started seeing some worrying changes in her. Our son, who was a couple years older, confided in us that Mary is getting into party scenes largely because of Chris. We've tried gently bringing up our concerns with Mary, but she shuts it down and started to pull away from us. So because we didn't want to alienate her, we said Chris could visit, but they'd need to stay in separate rooms. She said that won't matter because he's booked a hotel room and she'll be staying with him the whole weekend. Okay. Cut to Thanksgiving, and Mary and Chris arrive. He's not the greatest. He makes a couple of rude snake remarks throughout the visit and hits the alcohol way harder than is appropriate. My family was in a very earnest mood, if that makes sense. Lots of emotion. And he was just dismissive and flippant and cast a shadow on everything. At one point, everyone started telling stories about their favorite holidays at mother-in-law's house when she would go all out for family parties. My husband and I stopped working in the kitchen to join the conversation. When we go back to the kitchen after maybe half an hour, I went to check the turkey in the oven, and it was gone. Completely missing. I asked my husband if he did something with the turkey, and he was just as confused as I was. We looked all over the kitchen and the house and couldn't find it. Could you imagine that? Just searching the house for a turkey?
Someone check the dryer.
We go out to the living room and ask everyone if they know what happened to the turkey. And no one knows what we're talking about. At this point, I realize Chris isn't around. I pull Mary to the side and ask where he is, because I don't want to jump into conclusions and make accusations. She said he had to leave to go meet up with friends. I asked her to text him and ask if he knows what happened to the turkey, and Mary kind of rolled her eyes. At this point, it's dawning on me that Chris probably stole the turkey and left out the back door while we were sharing stories with mother-in-law. But I'm just so confused why anyone would do something like that. I can't bring myself to actually make the accusation out loud. So, we were left in a terrible position of having everything else ready, but no turkey. We had to break it to the family that we had no turkey, and everyone is confused and sad. Mary said she had to get going to an event with Chris, which deeply disappointed me. I told her as much, and she just said she'll see us again later this weekend. My in-laws went driving around to restaurants and grocery stores and pieced together enough stuff that we were able to have a meal much later than expected. But it felt like a whole day was ruined. Everyone was kind of murmuring about Chris leaving around the same time the turkey disappeared, but no one wanted to actually accuse him out loud. Because it's an explosion allegation, and there's not actually any proof. The turkey's gone. That's right. What the proof is.
It didn't grow feathers and walk out.
How cooked was the turkey?
Right.
I'm just confused why anyone would do such a thing. And heartbroken because my mother-in-law didn't deserve this at all. At one point she teared up, but pulled it together. I'm also increasingly angry with my daughter, but I feel like I can't say anything because she'll just pull away more. Update. I was talking with my son today, and he told me that last night Chris started taunting him over text about the missing turkey. So that settles it. Chris stole the turkey basically as a big fuck you to all of us. My son didn't say anything at that time because he didn't want to make people more upset than they already were. One of my husband's siblings is very mad at us for how things turned out and how mother-in-law was disrespected. Sibling is not talking with us right now. I tried calling and texting Mary, but she is so far ignoring me. That's all I have to say about this. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here too.
Yeah. Comment number 1. All outs aside, who just leaves Thanksgiving family dinner out the back door? And he 1000% most definitely stole the turkey, which is so fucking disrespectful, and everyone should have made a huge deal out of it. Daughter needs to understand that it is a fact, not opinion, that she's dating a POS. Comment number 2. The poor OP can't understand why someone would do such a thing because she is a decent, compassionate, caring human, and doing such a thing is not within her realm of possibilities. Unlike Chris, who is clearly a self-centered, self-indulgent, selfish little punk who only cares about himself. And he is training Mary to be the same. What a putz.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, why would you do that? Like, of all the things you could do, that's what you picked?
Did he promise to bring a turkey to the Friendsgiving?
Yeah, that's a good point. And he was like, oh, well, she already made one, so I'll just take it.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Mm-hmm.
Or did something happen to their turkey when they...
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so weird.
And how can the siblings be mad at them?
Yeah, they didn't do anything wrong.
It's not like they gave the turkey to them.
So weird. That sucks too, and especially like, I mean, at first I thought it was gonna be like a funny, like, haha. And I was like, oh well, that is actually a story that everybody would remember because what the hell happened to the turkey?
Yeah.
But yeah, this isn't so much funny.
No, it's not really funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, what the fuck? And
yeah.
I feel bad for the mother-in-law that's
not doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all in all, though, it's not about the food.
Yeah.
It's about who you're with and spending time with them. But I understand, though, too. Because you look forward to... So many people look forward to that meal all year long.
Yeah.
So I get it. But also, yeah.
I think my fiance looks forward to that meal. That and Christmas.
Yeah. I think pretty much all the males in our family really look forward to Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas. So for our next story, it is called Malicious Compliance, titled Day After Thanksgiving Fun. I've seen some folks sharing their Thanksgiving main character, so here's a little story about my week. Although I'm not complying as much as forcing my company to adhere to their own policy by refusing to play along with an unwritten rule. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Everyone in my office, 17 employees, at the facility I work at signs PTO and takes the day after Thanksgiving off every year. Everybody. This year, my boss approached me and said, I noticed you haven't submitted your PTO request to me yet. You better get that in. I'm not taking PTO on Friday. But there won't be anyone here. There will be nothing for you to do. And, well, everyone takes the day after Thanksgiving off, to have a long weekend. Am I required to take it off and use my PTO? Is it mandatory company policy that I be forced to burn my accrued personal time off? Well, no, but, there won't be any work for you. And he walked away. Tomorrow, I will be the only person in my facility besides security and 2 IT monitors on premises for emergency computer maintenance in the building. Since I will be getting paid, but there will be no work available, I plan on getting some really good reading in. Technical manuals, of course, with a nice long lunch break. The very first thing I will likely have to do at 5 a.m. is lay under my desk and closely inspect the writing until break time at 9 a.m. It's going to be such a rough day, but I think I can probably manage without any supervision for 10 hours. So comment number 1. So the company absolutely does not plan on being open on Friday. But instead of just closing the office and giving the day off, they make everyone take 1 day of PTO. Is the reasoning related to paying wages for that day under paid time off? Comment number 2. In Australia, it's common practice for companies to have a shutdown period over Christmas and New Year. During this time, it is mandatory for most staff to take annual leave. I've always thought it was bullshit. Once a company forced me to burn 5 days of annual leave for the period. We only get 20 days per year. No, the fuck, I would not.
Yeah, that
is such bullshit. That time is accrued by my working my ass off. I'm going to use the time how I see fit.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to be open and you don't want anybody in the building, then that's fine. You either give me the day off without pay, or you say this is the day off and you just pay everybody. Mm-hmm. Or like I said, you say, well, it's a day off and no one's getting paid for it unless you want to use your PTO. Then that gives me the choice. But no, you're not going to force me to use my PTO.
No, that's ridiculous.
That sounds like a very long day, and I think you need to take at least 5 coffee breaks.
5 coffee breaks and maybe some shots of tequila in there.
Stressful day.
Yeah, I bet that person's going to be packed with work.
Right. Agreed. Man, those days are tough.
Okay. That one was definitely more lighthearted than the past couple.
For sure.
Moving into our next story, it is TIFU. Today I fucked up. Today I fucked up by trying to be funny and embarrassing myself for every Thanksgiving for the rest of my life. Obligatory, this did not happen today. This happened on Thanksgiving about 15 years ago when I was a young lad. My family always goes to my one uncle's house, and they have a big basement with a light switch at the top of the stairs. Me, 22, male. My brother, my sister, and my 8 cousins always played a game, which we called Monster in the Bathroom. The game is just hide and seek, but all the lights are out and the people have to make noise when the seeker asks them to. So basically like...
Oh, Marco Polo?
Yeah, Marco Polo. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Also, we never played it in an actual bathroom. No idea why we called it that. So we played a few games. The lights start on so people can find a good place to hide, while the seeker stands at the top of the stairs and counts down. When they are finished counting, they turn out the light and make their way down the stairs to find people. I would fucking eat it.
Same. First step, gone.
Yeah. My oldest cousin was the seeker this game. and he's kind of known as the funny one of the bunch. So I was presented an opportunity to out-humor him. As he walked down the stairs, I suddenly got the urge to fart. I could tell this was a mammoth of a fart just by feel. So I was dying for him to ask for us to make a noise. Finally, as he got to the bottom of the stairs, he screams loudly, "Make a noise," trying to get a laugh out of everyone. Not to be outdone, I released the loudest, wettest fart I had ever released in my young life. Every single person hiding bursted into hysterical laughter, including myself and the seeker. After the laughter died down, I realized my fuck up. My legendary fart was actually a shark.
No way.
I just had wet shit dripping down my leg. The other fuck up was that even though everyone else stopped laughing after 30 seconds, I couldn't stop. I laughed so hard that I also pissed my pants. My cousin immediately caught me, and it was revealed that I had simultaneously shit and pissed my pants. The game ended right there, because I had to go upstairs and borrow pants and underwear from my cousin. Now, every single year when my family arrives to Thanksgiving, every cousin comes up to me and yells, "Hey, Max 370, make a noise." This has not gotten old to them, and I will be arriving at my uncle's house in about 2 hours. I will undoubtedly be asked to make a noise, and it is a Thanksgiving tradition from here till the day I die. Edit. My cousins are currently trolling me by saying, "LOL, dude, this happened last year." So at the ripe age of 21, I shit and piss myself, guys. GG me, I guess. Edit number 2. My sister just linked this story to her Instagram story. Now everyone I know is gonna know this story. LOL. Edit number 3. Thanks for reading, and to everyone who enjoyed my story. My mom can't believe a story about me shitting myself became this popular, LOL. I posted this because I was sitting on my couch waiting for my family to get ready and thinking about how I was gonna get trolled when I got there. Then I thought I would make a funny "today I fucked up" story. Sorry to the people I haven't responded to. I got tipsy and lost track of everything. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. Comment number 1. The lesson here: never trust a fart.
Solid advice.
Comment number 2. It's all shit and giggles until someone giggles and shits. Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious. That is classic. I love that.
The fact that he shit himself and then was laughing so hard he pissed himself.
Yeah, poor dude.
There was another comment that said, like, something along the lines of, "What was your age? Because as far as I know, you're 22 and this happened." And he said he was 8 years old when it happened, so...
Yeah, but he could be 22 in this happening, so, you know.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It can happen at any age.
It can happen at any age. All right, moving on into another story. This one is called Working Moms. Thanksgiving Rant. My husband and I have a toddler, and we made a long trek out of state to visit my retired in-laws for Thanksgiving. My husband was able to essentially take the whole week off, but I couldn't, except for the actual Thanksgiving Day and the following Friday. It's been pretty busy at my job, and I also recently got a promotion that comes with new responsibilities that I'm still learning. Under these circumstances, I wouldn't have agreed to go, but we had booked these flights months ahead, and I also wanted my kid to spend time with his grandparents. Also, my work is all remote, so I thought it should be fairly manageable to work at my in-laws. Except I felt pretty judged by my in-laws for working while visiting. They barely acknowledged that I got promoted, meanwhile listening raptly to my husband's work stories and minute details. And specifically today was pretty busy for me. I had back-to-back meetings, and I had to find the time to conference call into my mom's oncologist appointment. I let my in-laws know early in the morning what my day looked like, and they hand-waved it away, saying they didn't really have anything planned except for a dinner reservation in the evening. Then out of nowhere, right around noon, they announced that we should all get into the car to head to the country club for lunch. Okay, that's not what was discussed. I tell them that I can't go because I'm working on something that needs to be turned around pretty quickly. But please go enjoy lunch with my husband and kid, and I'll be fine just finding something to eat at home. The in-laws then insist that we should all go together and that they'll wait for me to finish up. While they were waiting, they seemed visibly annoyed at me, and I felt pressured to finish quickly so we can finally head out. Then during the late lunch at the club, I had to dip out for a moment and find a quiet spot to call into my mom's appointment. Another blank stare from the in-laws. Then rush back home to make it to an important team meeting. Confused noises and sighs. I was so rankled by this experience that I scrapped my plans to log off early after my last meeting and filled out my entire work hours at a leisurely pace with the guest bedroom door locked. I refused to feel guilty for having to work on a work day when I was clear about my plans from the get-go. Would they expect a man to feel apologetic under some similar circumstances? I'm guessing no. Women are so often thrust into situations where we have to juggle so many things. Then they get mad at us for juggling. Fuck that noise. Comment number 1. Don't feel guilty and let your husband know. His parents, his job, to keep them happy, not yours. And if you were a man, you'd be praised for being able to provide and work from home. So let me praise you. Good job at all the juggling and managing to do it all. Comment number 2. My mother-in-law does this too. My husband is their son, so I kind of expect they're more interested in his job, which is fine. But when they visit during the semester, college professor, sometimes I need to spend time checking emails. Then when I do, there are so many little comments. My retired father-in-law is right there on his phone 95% of the visit. No comments about that. Husband needs to check email. No comments about that. Just me. Next year, don't visit them. If they are retired, they can travel. Yeah, I would have to say I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you already made plans and you have to work, so you're still there. I mean, I know you're working, but you're still there, so get that money, mama.
Yeah. Not to... It just like you laid out what you had to do and you asked ahead of time, like, what's the plan? And I'll pretty much make sure I can do it. But then they last minute, which I get last minute stuff happens. Yeah. But like she said, she'll just stay home and do her work. You guys go out and do that. Yeah. They could have even, like, ordered something and brought something home for them.
Right, absolutely.
If you're that type of family. Yeah. Yeah. Next is a Reddit ask. The question was, what's your trashy redneck Thanksgiving story? And we have 2 of them that we found in the comments. First one being... Not only did one cousin show up with a baby he hid from the whole family, and make my grandmother faint. While she was out, my other cousin shows up 6 months pregnant. Wow. So she woke up to that and locked herself in her room and wouldn't talk to anyone but me or my mom. All meanwhile, my uncle is burning the turkey in the deep fryer, so we ended up having venison. That's all that was in the freezer. All while my grandpa listened to the Blue Jays game sitting in his chair with a Molson Canadian in his hand, telling us all to shut the fuck up. R.I.P. Grandpa. He died of a heart attack earlier this year. I wish you were still around to yell at me for watching too much Say Yes to the Dress. Edit. 6-month-old pregnant cousin also just had surgery on her brain because of having an aneurysm. So she had a bandana on her head to hide the fact half her literal skull was missing. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wow, I have so many questions.
Wow. Comment number 1. Sorry for your grandparents, but I laughed really loud.
Same.
I like how you tell this. Please update with next family gathering. Comment number 2. Favorite part was when I misread that as a banana on her head.
That's why I started giggling when I thought you were going to say banana.
I almost did, but then I stopped myself.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that situation.
Wow, that's...
And all Grandma and Grandpa wanted was, well, Grandpa wanted everyone to shut the fuck up, and Grandma wanted her turkey.
She just wanted her turkey in peace and quiet. How do you hide a whole ass kid?
Yeah.
And then hide you being pregnant for 6 months?
Yeah. I mean,
Some
women can hide it really well. And so jealous of that. But how do you... She had half of her
skull missing.
Yeah, like there's so much going on in here, and I don't know where to...
And how like recent was that surgery? Was she pregnant when she had that surgery?
Right. And yeah, I would like this would be a fun one. I mean, sorry to like,
interesting.
Everyone, yeah.
It would be
interesting update for sure.
Yeah.
You have my attention.
Yeah. Let me know what happens with this year's Thanksgiving.
Yes. Hopefully all is better. But also, I just realized the original poster put 6-month-old pregnant cousin.
That's not...
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
I love it. Reddit is just got some good stuff.
Yeah, it's got some interesting stuff out there.
For sure. Alrighty, for our next trashy story. We had just moved to a new state a few months beforehand. My family was trying to make friends in our area, specifically in our church, so they invited pretty much everyone to our house for Thanksgiving potluck and/or Thanksgiving dessert. We also had about 3 family units visiting from out of town and staying with us, about 10 extra people. So we had a large turnout, especially around dessert time. All was well and good until someone exited the bathroom and informed my parents the toilet was backed up, despite several plunging attempts. Then someone says it's happening in our other toilets. Nothing is flushing. So the men get to work. It's nighttime, and about 10 men are all running over the house, doing their MacGyver best to solve the mystery. Nice friends, to be honest. It's the South. The mystery gang end up outside in our backyard and are met with wet, mushy grass.
Gross.
Yep, our septic tank downright exploded on Thanksgiving.
With
With about 50 people in our house at night, with a lot of those 50 people being kids who can't control their bladders or bowels very well.
Oh, shit. Literally.
The only place to go was behind our shed. We quickly set up barriers, one side for men and the other for women. The party files out, far later than you'd expect after such a hazard occurring, but we still have a lot of people staying the weekend. The septic tank guys can't make it till midday Friday, so we end up destroying the back of the shed. With our post-feast blowouts. By the time the toilets were working. Oh, I am so sorry, but that is just hilarious.
At least you had a shed to cover.
Right. Yeah, at least you had, like, making a makeshift lean-to. Brilliant.
Did they set up some, like, curtains or something?
I would hope so, because I don't want to be doing my business with
Grandpa?
Yeah. Or Squeaky the raccoon trying to find out what the hell I'm doing in there. Comment number 1. This needs to be higher up. My husband has a theory that you can't make real friends with anyone until you've suffered together. By that metric, your fam left that holiday with like 50 new friends. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Man, I think those were quite a few good Thanksgiving stories.
Absolutely.
Some of them angry, other ones hilarious.
Hilarious.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. No questions, no comments, because we pretty much...
No.
There isn't anything.
No spooky story?
Yeah.
We'll just make it up for next time. We'll
Yeah.
do like a spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have you shit in your pants.
Like I said, it can happen at any age.
Yeah. Any age, at any time. It don't matter.
Right.
It don't matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Or what you're doing.
Or what you're wearing.
We hope everyone stays safe out there and has a happy Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, we hope you have a happy Thursday. With that, that is all we have for today. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram at Girls Gone Curious Podcast. Until next time.